What is up, my bro chachos? We're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video, and if you were there to watch the World Championship that was happening last night / very early this morning, you would have seen that they announced the new Super Vegito, who is the new Legends rarity. So we do actually have access to his kit, but before that I am going to show his animation just in case you may have missed it or something. So let's just play that real quick. The cool little animation with Buhan right there. I really like the black and white effects on his animations. And this is just first anniversary all over again, bro. Me personally, I wasn't there for first anniversary, but like I did get to use the first anniversary characters. I started playing like right after first anniversary. Like yep, the 11th of February, which, if I am correct, the 11th of February should be next Wednesday. Yeah, so it's usual drop time. So now let's look through his abilities. Let's look at the little overview. Super Vegito joins the fight in the new Legend rarity. Strength, Legend action comboable into special move / ultimate arts, which I believe are his blue cards and his alt. Superior element, purple plus, does more damage to green units than a regular purple does. Green units are cooked. It's over for them. It's over for them. Ultra Forku, it might be finished for him. Unique gauge charge between attack type and release type. When the ultimate gauge is attack type and becomes full, it will change to release type and you'll draw a special move arts. While release type, your damage is increased by a ton. For boost damage every card draw, every time you draw a card, boost your damage and power up arts based on the type drawn. An offensive trait like Legends Limited Super Vegito had. Which, I don't know if they're talking about the fusing one or the old one that Zenkai during, when did he Zenkai? Legends Fest 2021, I believe? Yeah. The special I can't read, hold on. The special Dokabaki impact animation against Ultimate Gohan Absorb Boo Super is also a must-see. Show everyone the unparalleled power of Super Vegito, the unrivaled fusion warrior. Okay, his tags are Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Potara, and Fusion Warrior. Makes sense, he's from the Buu Saga, makes sense. Z ability. Z ability 2 buffs Saiyan in episode Majin Buu Saga. At Z ability 3, also buff the base blast attack of Fusion Warrior characters. Okay, so that's the Z ability. It's just strike attack and strike defense, but once you get him to 6 stars, if you're also a Fusion Warrior, you get a bit of blast attack as well right there. Okay, then his strikes has armor, so chance, oh my god, I can't read. Dragon Ball fans can't read, man. Has armor, so charge in without fear of enemy blast arts. You'll even gain 30% damage guard penetration on activation. That's actually crazy. You use a strike card. I believe this is just the strikes he uses, not the art cards that he holds. He uses a strike card. For 5 counts, he gets 30% guard penetration, which means he'll just do an extra 30% damage. And it stacks. And it's for 5 counts, so like, if you just like bum rush with strike cards, that's gonna get pretty high. Blast. On activation, all enemy health restoration minus 30%. Okay. Special move. Destroy your entire hand on activation and then draw 3 cards. Plus, if your unique gauge is release type, destroy 3 of your enemy cards. Okay, that's fun. I love getting my hand destroyed for shits and giggles, bro. Massive damage on activation, destroy entire hand, draw 3 cards, 30% special move damage. Also, if unique gauge is release type, key 30, destroys 3 enemy cards, cannot be cancelled out by most special moves. So it's like one of those blue cards that's ranged, but you can't clash. You can't clash, you can't get cancelled out. So if you both use your blue cards, your blue card will win. Unless it's like a counter blue card, like Namek Goku's, but like, I think Namek Goku's like one of the only characters with a counter blue card. Recover 70% of your vanishing gauge and nullify special cover changes. Power up arts based on the card in your hand. Draws up to 2 cards if your hand has 3 or fewer. Key plus 40. Vanishing gauge plus 70%. Only 3 times though. And 5 counts of cover change. Standard green cards. Pretty good. Also based on the arts in hand. Damage on next strike cards. If you draw a strike card, if you have a blast card, you get 70% to your next blast. And if you have a blue card, 30% to your next blue. Which is pretty nice. I think it's more better for like the special move arts. Because a lot of the time with strikes and blast, you're not going to get this damage because you're just throwing it out to get your opponent to vanish. Whereas with blue cards, you're usually using them when you know they're going to hit. His ultimate, if your unique gauge is release type, nullify element advantage, which shouldn't be hard to do. But on activation, destroy entire hand, draw 4 cards, nullify damage, I'm so sorry, I can't read. Ultimate damage plus 50% can't be cancelled, nullify endurance for 3 counts, which can be cancelled, but that's pretty standard. Also, if unique gauge is release type, nullify element disadvantages for 3 counts. Okay, so if you have your release gauge, if your gauge is release type, sorry, you do get not permanent, 3 counts of cover. Oh my god. If you have your unique gauge and it's a release type, you get element disadvantage for 3 counts and it can't be cancelled, which is good for damage. And cancels enemy buffs. Okay, then his main ability, draws a card and destroys a card and draws the ultimate. Gives him 30 health, 50 key, and unique gauge charge rate 100% for his melee gauge that you have to build up before you get the release gauge. Also reduces enemy key by 100. Oh my god. So you're kind of just stuck there. This character has endurance and can even nullify wide range special arts. The special Dokabaki impact animation is also a sight to behold. He gets fucking 320% to damage and 260 to damage guard just off rip for existing. He doesn't have to do anything for that. He just has it. 70% to key recovery, draw speed, nullify a wide range special art, so he's immune to AoE greens. This guy is the 4-2 counter. Sub counts on switch -2. I'm not sure if that means when he switches. No, I think that's when he switches out. He's only 8 counts as opposed to 10. He has endurance. Okay. I mean, Fusion Warriors and Majin Buu Saga don't really have a lot of that, so that's fine. Special Dokabaki impact versus Buu Super, and then it's a specific character code for Ultra Buuhan. And then unique ability on battlefield entry or area change. So when you do that quick dash and then you tap your phone again to change the area, he draws 2 cards. If the hand is 3 or fewer, health plus 10%, key plus 40, nullify special cover changes for 5 counts, and nullify damage received for type disadvantage for 5 counts, which can't be cancelled. Destroys 1 enemy card, enemy key -35, and enemy draw speed -10. I don't think we understand how oppressive this might be, right? Because on area change, you can basically do that at the end of every single combo. You just have to do your quick dash and then do the area change attack. And then he gets 2 extra cards. He heals, he gets key back, he gets covered, no. He goes type neutral defensively, and then he destroys a card, lowers your key, and then hits you with negative draw speed so you can't attack him back. That's that new rarity. And then on card draw, he heals another 3%, gets 15 key, which basically means his strike cards are going to be damn near 0 key, and then gets for 10 counts, 15 damage, which can't be cancelled. And then again, the thing he has on his green card, based on what card he draws, he gets damage to strikes, blasts, or blue cards. If he wins a clash, he gets 20% damage. And on when he vanishes you, he destroys a card and draws a green card. Only 1 time, but once an ally dies, it resets. When on battlefield, an enemy activates a special move, Ultimate, Awakenings Arts, or Rising Rush, damage guard plus 10%, 2 times. So he gets up to 280 damage guard, I believe, and he cancels enemy buffs 3 times. But he has to be the one on the battlefield, which makes sense because that's probably why they're giving him the damage guard, just to give him an extra bit of bulk. But yeah, I do believe if I just check, hold on, if I just search up damage guard, I don't know why that's in caps. He should have, yeah, just 280%, which is still a lot. And then his cover change, he has a strike cover change, and it covers into his blue card. And then his unique gauge, last part of his kit. Starts as an attack type. Unique gauge becomes full, switches to release card, draws a blue card, key plus 50. If there's a defeated battle member, he destroys a card and draws his ultimate, and it protects his hand for 5 counts. While his thing is release type, he gets 50% to damage. He has draw speed, so now he has 2 times draw speed. He gets his overdrive gauge. He gets his overdrive gauge charge rate plus 50%, and he nullifies attribute downgrades, which none of this can be cancelled. And when his gauge depletes, it goes back to attack type, and his charges moderately each time a strike or blast is used. And then his legend action, the new mechanic for his rarity: perform an area change attack from the high area, then combo it into a special move or ultimate arts. So if you're up in the sky and you finish a combo, you do the area change attack, you get to use a blue card or alt. Honestly, I'm scared. I'm scared. I can see a team in my head right now that I would run if I pulled Vegito, and it's not fun. It's Gotenks, Vegito, and Gohan, because Gohan must be everything, especially now that there's a monster purple that would cover for him. And Gohan supports, and he has revive. Basically Gohan never dies. How do I make this about Gohan? But yeah, this Vegito is going to be cracked. He's going to be crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just top 1, top 0 even. And from what I've heard about him, his banner is going to be really good. It's going to be I think it's similar to an Ultra, just that he has the pull rate of like a new LF. So like imagine you're pulling for Gohan, but you pull him, you get 2000 Z power instead of 120, not 120, 1200. And on top of that, he has a ×2 rate. But I hope you guys are excited for this Vegito, because even if I don't pull him, I think he's a good, healthy for the game. New rarity, the banner seems to be handled well. It's first anniversary all over again. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, get that Super Vegito hype rolling, and have yourself a great one. Ice out.